Alright, it's running again. Sweet. I suppose you guys are kind of out of the loop here, but I was driving this last night, going to town, and it just completely died. I had all the dash lights and everything, but the engine died and wouldn't restart. It'd crank over, but just wouldn't go. So I had places to be. So I called my dad, and he brought the truck, and we drug it back home. And then I went where I had to go and come out here this morning and did a few tests. Didn't have any spark. Tested the power to and from, or the power to the ignition module and the ground for the ignition module, and they were fine. But I found that the ignition module wasn't sending power to the crankshaft sensor, so that's why I wasn't getting any spark. So took that out, swapped it out with the one from the silver one, so that one won't run anymore. But it's running again, and I didn't bother turning on the camera because it's supposed to start raining here pretty quick sometime this morning, and I can't get this in the garage because I got the Beetle in there, so I didn't want to be working on it in the rain. But it's fixed now, and I'm going to call that good. And I think we're going to go over before it rains and see if we can't start the Crown Vic. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever had a LeSabre leave me stranded on the side of the road. I've had them break before, but I've always been able to drive them home, so I think that's the first time. But anyway, it's fixed now, so I think we'll take this out back. I'll dump these mowers off. I got a couple more, and grab the battery out of the tractor and see if that Crown Vic will fire up. Well, better get this thing done because after it starts raining, it's supposed to start snowing again. I think we're supposed to get something like 6 inches. I wish winter would just end already. But I got the battery in the back. We'll toss her in there. I think it'll run good. Hopefully. Alright, I got a battery in it. Hopefully the connections are good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, not too bad for sitting as long as it has been. If it was nicer out and I had this one insured, I could have drove this instead of the truck yesterday. Or if it was nicer out, I could have drove that. Or the Beetle. But no, the roads are crap and snow is coming, so I can't drive nothing. Yeah, it runs pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I don't know how good these ones are going to be. They don't look so hot, so maybe they're just going to be straight up scrap. But let's go ahead and get these things off of here before we get a bunch of snow and throw them in the pile. Well, that wasn't too bad of a morning there. Got my car fixed, got the Crown Vic started, and got my truck unloaded, all before the rain and snow come and bury it all.